Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm sorry for my upload schedule. I am a little late, just a little. But okay, I'll make up for it, I promise. And to make up for it, actually, today we're gonna talk about a whole new character. And his name is Storm. Such a creative name. I know. Thank you. He's a little goober and he's very fun to draw. So I hope you guys like him and let's do this. Okay. By the way, if in any point in the video you maybe like what you're seeing and you think you may want to see more, consider liking it or even subscribing. Anyhow, let's get on with it. Okay, so for a bit of context. This is a magic-filled world and everyone's born with one of 8 base powers. Fire, water, earth, life, light, dark, metal, and physical. Then, at around the age of 8, that power manifests into its hybrid power. For example, fire can turn into, I don't know, lava, and plant can turn into, like, roses? Yeah, I still gotta work out the kinks. I'm planning to make a video about it, so also stay tuned for that. And, historical context, it's just the present, but with a little bit that there's not that much stuff, like there's not cell phones, but there are walkie-talkies, just whatever's gonna be in the end. Now, let's start talking about Storm. And since we were talking about the world, let's talk about his powers. He's a hybrid. His powers came from water, and his powers ice. But there's a catch. Um, it's like opposite for my other character. But yeah, the ice, it takes out temperature from his body. So every time he has ice, he gets hotter, and not in the good way. So the more ice he gets, the hotter he will be. And for the sake of and like I had a comment last time which was really good, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. The ices, you get hotter than you use the cold. There's a little bit of energy that is wasted in the middle. So you even if you try cooling yourself up with the ice, you'll still just end up hotter in the long run. And yeah, if he doesn't protect himself, he might end up with like heat stroke or something like that. Anyways, I guess we can start with his personality now. Storm is very idealistic. He will stand by his morals. This guy is very loud, he's persistent, he's optimistic, he's determined, and he's always fired up. He's always ready to like jump into action or to help even just to help an old lady cross the street. Storm can and will be annoying though. I think I I made that like that because I'm in Ray's personality. By the way, if you want to watch Ray's video, it'll probably be up there if I remember it. Yeah, they're like opposites. So, I'm pretty sure that'll be an interesting character dynamic to play with. Maybe a good friendship, a very good friendship. Yeah, that would be good. And he's like very morally driven, you know? He is selfless. Like, you cannot know a more selfless guy. And oh, by the way, any questions? Because I know I didn't explain him very well since he's kind of new. So if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments. I would love to answer them. And if you have any ideas, I would love to get feedback. I absolutely love when people give me ideas. They're so good. One of my favorite parts of his power, of Ray's power, was of a commenter. And I'm so thankful for him. I don't remember what their name was, but anyways. And yes. Basically his morals could be said like someone made me feel that way before, someone bullied me and stuff like that. And I can make sure that no one else will feel like this, so I will. Also, about this mission. Oh, by the way, the mission is just the plot of the story. They're going on a mission to take down a gang that does some pretty bad stuff, you know? Yeah, I will elaborate more on the gang in another video, and I don't want to break the spoilers of it, so anyway. And then he has his hobbies, of course. His old work was he was a political debater. I'm not gonna say which side for because that could land me in trouble. Yeah, he debater. He also spends a lot of time volunteering for like cleaning beach and stuff like that. And even the mission itself, which he is technically working for, that is a volunteering mission. It's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like what the church does, but it's not by the church. It's just by a nonprofit, like UNICEF. Yes, okay. It's a very neutral nonprofit. So let's continue. And he also really I, it's so random, but he also loves collecting socks, especially socks. He likes the like long ones, and he likes swimming a lot because if he ever needs to save himself, he can just use the ice, you know? Yeah. And now, and now, it's time to get into his design. Oh my god, I love talking about design. I'm sorry, it's just the best part of a character, of making a character, in my opinion. But I oh my god, and this time it's like everything's new. So this is all my new style instead of my old style. My old style was kind of buns, but we don't talk about that. So yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, so I'll start with the general, and then I'll go from up to bottom. And the style I went with is just to like, he doesn't really care what he looks like, but not in the way that like punk people do. Which, no offense, I love punk. I am planning to make a character with punk style because it's so cool. But he just like puts on something athletic, something good, and something that's practical so he can use it all around the day. And if others will see him, um they wanna he wants also to just portray that he doesn't really care what others think. Yeah. I don't really know if there's a name for his style because I just whipped it out of my head. I didn't have like Pinterest or anything for it. So, please tell me if you have any ideas if this is a name. I don't think it'll be because it's like really general, but anyways. Okay, now let's get more specific. First, his hair and his headband. As I said, he doesn't really care about his appearances unless it's necessary. So he let his hair grow too long and he was lazy. So he cut him himself and he forgot the sides. So he just bought a headband to wear over. And um and his headband, just to keep his hair from his eyes, he thought it looked cool. Like he doesn't care about what he looks like, but he likes cool stuff. And for the face itself, his eyes are closed in the drawing. Wait, actually, no, this is the old drawing. I'm remaking it, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see. Just look, if his eyes are closed, then his eyes are closed. But like, yeah. Anyways, but normally he has like big round eyes, kind of like an anime girl's, but for boys. I know my explanations are so good. And a single little dot is a light. I just wanted to make his eyes unique, and I guess that's what made it unique. And now for his necklace. I don't really know why I added the necklace, to be fair. I just really like how it looks. It was very random, and I'll find a practical way to use it. Trust me, okay? Maybe I'll find like it controls the cold. It warns him when the cold's getting when he's getting too hot. Yeah. If you guys have any ideas, please tell me in the comments. Anyways, um, the sleeveless shirt and shorts are just airy because he gets hot, so he needs to like be very have very easy way to get cold in, so he can wear like heavy stuff. Otherwise, he'll just get heat stroke easily if he needs to save someone, and he will go at any time to go save someone. So yeah, that's why he wears that stuff. And the bandages, it's because he always hurts himself in missions because he's careless sometimes. Um he could get a scratch from touching a ball. That's how bad it is, okay? So, yeah, Band-Aids just in general because of how careless he is. And yeah, I think. Oh no, actually, there's two last things: mismatched socks and sneakers. The mismatched socks are a symbol to remind him of his backstory, which I think I'll talk about it here. It's a really, it's a really bad backstory, but what can you do, right? Yeah, they're to remember a girl he used to know. They aren't friends anymore, and they will never see each other anymore because he moved on and she moved on. But yeah, there is the more remembrance to show that it's better to protect someone than to bully someone. Yeah. And then his shoes, he just like shoes. That's the one thing he actually cares. Actually, he's obsessed over shoes, but he has bad taste, so the shoes don't look that good. But yeah, it's kind of like all Converse, but in a sporty way. And yeah, that's his whole design. Oh, actually, yeah, the colors. I was gonna initially do pastels, but someone else already has pastels, and I can't add that and make them look too similar because they're also the short people and the also big-eyed people. So I promise they don't look like bugs. But yeah, that's why I chose the light blue. I think it matches him actually. It is funny though. It is. I like the irony of the person having eyes, wearing really summer clothing, and then the person that has like fire, having really warm clothing. I really like that idea. Oh, and the arms. I'm so sorry. The arms. There's a pad in his arm joint. His elbow. Oh my god. And it's just because he likes jabbing people with it. He's very aggressive when he in his style of fighting. He learned boxing and martial arts when he was like doing stuff. So yeah, he has a very physical way of fighting, and while the rest of the people have a really defensive way of fighting. I love drawing him so much because of that. um, and yeah, that's the whole design. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments. Storm is a work in progress, and I would love to hear them. I hope you're enjoying the video. Consider leaving a like, by the way. And yes, it's finally time. It's time for his backstory. Okay, so hey guys, I found out something, and apparently I don't have his backstory written down. So I'll just wing it, and we'll see how this turns out. Okay, okay, let's start then. Okay, so Storm, rich family, very loving parents, everything. He was all set, but there was a problem. Since he was all set, he didn't have that much problems, right? Rich, like everything good. He he was never he wasn't a good kid though. He was a bully. He had his little group of bullies and he went bullying everyone around him. Oh, look at those mismatched socks. So disgusting. And then like or like, oh my god, you got a 0? How can you even do that? Well, they got 3s. Anyways. But and he thought he was the best. I mean, no one ever said no to him. If it, everyone loved him, so how could he not be the best? But one day, a new kid came in. It was another boy, but the boy was just better at everything than him. He was better at grades. He got a 5 instead of a 3. I'm sorry. Yeah, he was better at grades. He was a better athlete. He was a better talker, a smooth talker, you might say, and he was a better manipulator. Storm didn't like him, and the boys didn't like him at first, but as I said, he smooth talked his way into the group, and he kicked Storm out as the leader. And one day, Storm was just walking to them, and everyone was quiet. They were like, he was like, haha, let's like, I don't know, laugh at one girl over there, okay? And they were just looking at him, smirking. It's like, what? And apparently, some gossip has spread out about him like pooping his pants. I don't know. Someone told it to him, and it was the kid, and he didn't know what to do. He tried to just laugh it off, like the rest of the people did. He remembered the victims. They always laughed it off. It made it better for them. Like they stopped hitting them after they laughed, so maybe it will work with him, right? And the kids just laughed at him. It didn't feel good, but what can you do, right? Well, it didn't work. They really wanted to make fun of him. Apparently, those kids never liked him since the start. What a surprise! And they pushed him, and he ran away like a little coward. I mean, okay, to be fair, it is a middle school student. It can't be that bad. He's not gonna be facing out. Or will he? And he just stood there in the bathroom after he hid. He's like, this is what I've been doing to people all this time? I'm laughing at their faces? Even when I thought they were my friends? No, that's ridiculous. Why have I been doing this the whole time? I didn't know it felt that way. I can't take it. I promise. From this day forward, I will never make someone feel like that again. That was his promise. His moral quote. I'm sorry. And he went on. He turned very quiet for a couple months. Like, the bullies did not know what happened to him. They thought he was just like a little emo boy. But it did work out for him. I mean, the concentration out of his friends led him to do other stuff, like self-defense, a lot of martial arts, Muay Thai, judo, karate, stuff like that, and boxing, because that's a good way to let out your anger without letting out anger to someone else. And finally came the day. He went and he was walking to school, and he saw a girl from his class. She and him never talked because no one really liked him for the bullying, and she was actually one of the bully victims when he used to walk down the halls as the king. But apparently, she was still a bullying victim for this group, and this group was pushing her down with mismatches. Oh, the little girl with this mismatched socks, and Storm stood there and saw them, and he just wondered why did he do that, and he was like, why am I even here? I should be stopping that. I promised myself that I'll never let anyone feel this way. And it was not even like conscious, it was subconscious. He went there and he yelled for the boys to stop. He's like, stop. And he's like, what you gonna do? Are you gonna like do anything? And one of the boys came to like close to the girl. He didn't think. He just punched them with good force because he's trying for a middle schooler still. And the kids just stood there. And guess who he punched? The leader guy. And to be fair, it wasn't a good ending, really. They didn't run away. He got punched. He was bleeding on the ground after. And the girl ran away. But she did come back. She came back with two teachers. And they started being friends to the end of school, where they were going to high school, and Storm was leaving to another one because he didn't really want to spend time there anyways, and his parents were moving. So she gave him a present. It was socks. It was 2 pairs of socks. But while they were walking together, the boys came and they splashed them with mud. Must have surprising bullies doing something bad. Yeah, 2 of the socks weren't good, but 2 of them were. And from that day on, he considers them their lucky socks. He will always remember that girl. Even though I do sincerely not plan to them meeting again. Yeah. And that's his backstory. That's how he became who he is. I'm sorry if this was incoherent. I didn't have my papers with me, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, this is the video. I hope you guys like it. I have to leave now, but I promise I would try harder to keep those schedules consistent. Something happened, so I couldn't really do anything about it. But yeah, well, continue making your scenes and make them cry. Bye, guys.